everybody, let's have a cup of tea and chit chat for a little bit today. I'm drinking, it's called Java Mate. It's by Tiavana, and it tastes kind of a little bit like coffee. It's kind of strange, but it's still tea. But I really like it. It's supposed to have a high caffeine content, which I need most mornings. Especially today, because I got up early before my alarm because the little dogs decided that it was time for me to get up, especially the new puppy. The weird thing about it is that then they go to sleep. That's what they're doing now. They're all passed out of sleep. But I've gotten some writing done, so that's not a bad thing. So, what do I want to chit chat about? First of all, I wanted to tell you guys that where I'm going to be at next. I'm going to be at PennCon in St. Louis. I'm going to put the link down below, and that one is September the 28th through I think it's September 20th. Well, let me look. I should have had this ready, but I got my trusty planner right here. Yes, it's September 29th and 30th in St. Louis, and it's called PennCon. So I'm looking forward to going there. I'll be flying there on the Thursday the 28th. And I've never been to this event before, but it's like a big book signing from what I understand. So if you guys have been there and you enjoyed it, let me know what it was like for you. So I'll be doing that. And then after that, I will be home for until November, and then I'll be at Southern Magic, and I will put the link for that down below because the tickets just went on sale for that, so you want to sign up for that. That's in Birmingham, Alabama, and it's so much fun. I really recommend it. If you have never gone before, you want to go to something that's a little bit smaller and still fun, and you have some good authors there. I believe that Abby Glines is going to be the keynote for that, so it'll be great. It'll be nice, and plus I'll be there, so just saying. And let's see. Oh, so let me tell you what's going on as far as my writing. Go to my Amazon page because I am involved in 3 or 4 anthologies right now, but one of the ones that I'm really excited about, well, there's 2 that I want to tell you guys about. The first one is called A Cowboy to Keep. It's been out already, and it's doing really great. It's a contemporary Western stories, and they're all like shorter novellas, so you can't go wrong with the 99-cent anthology, can you? Buy it, and then you can read, each story over lunch or in the evening, take a story and read it. So my book in there is called Her Man, and it's about the sheriff in Nashville and his very first murder, and it's the first murder that happened there in like 20 years, and so he's a detective that left the city to go to a small town because he didn't want to deal with all that mess, and then he ends up having to handle this. So it's kind of a romantic, light. It's not like super heavy or anything like that. The heroine works at the diner across the street, and then the widow of the guy that gets murdered is kind of quite a unique character. So I think you guys will enjoy reading that story. And then of course I have this other book project that I'm super excited about. Is called Nutcracker Reimagined, and what we all did is we took characters from the Nutcracker and wrote our own twist on that character in a story of some sort. So I got Frederick, who is Clara's brother. If you guys know the Nutcracker at all, Clara is the main character, Frederick is the brother. So I took him and I turned it into it's also a contemporary Western in this case. I just remembered. And he is ruined his sister's wedding, and he has to go find the groom and make him come back. And so, and it's along the way he takes a job as a ranch hand and ends up, having to figure out how to fix the wedding and deal with his sister, plus this new love interest that is the owner of this ranch that he's considering buying. There's also this little goat named Arnold that she has as a pet, and he's really bad, so it's really cute. So I hope you guys decide to buy it. It's a Nutcracker Reimagined, and I will put the link to both of those anthologies down below. And if you want to see any other projects, I'm also in a couple more anthologies. Just go to my Amazon website, and you guys can see that. Yes, so that's my selling point. I'm still doing a few videos on planning. I'm going to try to veer more towards writing things, because I know that as writers we need a lot, we need to help each other out and give advice and things like that, of things we learned, or things that helpful hints, because no matter how far you are in the writing journey, you never stop learning. And then as readers, I know that readers like to know what writers do and how they, do certain things and how stories come to be, that kind of thing. So, and for the most part, it's kind of hard to explain how a story comes to us and how we write it without sounding like we're crazy half of the time. But mainly because we are crazy. But so, anywho's, yeah, that's the main thing. So I wanted to tell you guys about what I'm working as far as my projects right now. So as you know, this book came out in, was it May? Yes, May. It doesn't seem like it's been that long. And so this is Luke, and he has an identical twin named Tobias. So when he comes back to Montana to try to get his life back together after, suffering from PTSD and being on the verge of being arrested and stuff like that, he goes back to Montana in an attempt to restart his life and get over this issue. So when he comes back and he moves into the old ranch where he used to live that is owned by his parents, his twin brother Tobias lives there with his cousin Taylor. And so by the end of the book, if you haven't read it, he ends up moving out because of whatever happens. I'm not going to tell you guys what, because you have to read it. So that leaves Taylor and Tobias still at the ranch house. So the next book that I'm going to start is Taylor's book, and it's called Broken. And so I'm excited about sharing his story with you. I think it'll be a story of this story is about pain and getting over it and how to deal with, the difficulties in your life. Taylor's story is more about being just heartbroken. And I think that's why I named it Broken, because he is a broken person that tries to hide it and deal with his life situation in different ways. I think that you will hate me a little bit for what I do to Taylor and what I put him through, but I think in the end you'll see that, he will be a guy that's going to touch a lot of you guys, I think, because I know that just in going over his story in my head, part of me is like, wow, I really can feel what he's going through, and part of it from my own life and my experiences with people. So, and that story pretty much just came to me because of certain, life experiences, not particularly just on mine, but of friends of mine. So I'm really channeling a lot of a certain friend of mine and my personal experience into Taylor, so that I think as much as people seem to be enjoying how realistic Luke is and how you guys can really relate to him. Part of him you can't relate to unless you have had PTSD. The heroine is a little bit easier to relate to because she has become hardened and more career driven, so some people can relate to that part of her. But with Taylor, I think that some of you, he will resonate with a lot of you, I think. So I'm really looking forward to getting started on that book. But before I do that book, I have to finish the current book that I'm writing, which is a Highlander medieval historical. Yeah. Whoa, way different. Way different genre. And I guess that's one of the things that I wanted to talk to you guys about, because a lot of people are like, what does Hildie McQueen stand for? What does she write? I write mainly Westerns and Scottish. Those are my two genres. I only have really mainly two, but I guess within Western, you have the historical Western and the contemporary Westerns. So I write both, and then I write as an escape or kind of to cleanse my palate, and one of my probably my first love is medieval Highlander, so I do write those also. So for the most part, I concentrate on the Westerns. I will be writing Taylor's story, like I said, and then after him, it will be Tobias's story. So those three will be out, end of this year, beginning of next year. And in between there, I have a Highlander historical called The Lion, which will be in a project called Duke of Hearts, and the Lion is the father of this, or the laird of this clan, the Lions of the Hebrides, and that will start off that series, which right now is, I have the first book already written, which is The Lions of the Hebrides, and those are the islands that are off the coast of, over where Skye is, the islands next to that, those are the Hebrides. So my clan lives in this island of Oost, and which back in the medieval times had a lot of Norwegian influence and all that. So it's a lot of fun because to me it's an escape from the Westerns, and I really enjoy kind of writing about the Scottish Highlands and imagining what the life was like back then. So yeah, the Lion and the Duke of Hearts, which is coming out right around, I think, September time frame. And then I'm going to be writing Highland Mist, which is another medieval book that I'm in the process of writing right now. And that one will be for a Once Upon a Historical Kiss, which is Christmas Kisses. I'm sorry, Christmas Kisses, which is a holiday anthology that's coming out, and I'm writing a short story for that. And once again, I decided to go ahead and stay in the medieval Highlands for that. About Western historicals, as you guys know, I've got the series going. This is Esther, which is the 4th book in the series. We have one for every season, holiday, whatever you call it, month. I have Wilhelmina, which is January, Aurora Romantic Bride, which is February, Esther and Lucky Bride, which is March. She is April, which is Esther and Easter Bride. Now Lucille, a Lucky Bride, is March. Esther, a Easter Bride, is April. And then the Festive Bride came out. Sarah, a Festive Bride, came out for the summer. And so Christine, A Bride for Christmas, is right now on pre-order. I will put the link to Christine down below, and she will be coming out in October. So, and I love that story. As far as the brides go next year, I will have probably 2 more coming out. As far as I know, we have a couple more of the girls that are in Wyoming now. These are brides for all seasons, not necessarily mail order brides, they're just brides. So some of them are mail order brides, some of them just happen to be living in the West or moving to the West for other reasons. So not all of them are mail order brides. But they're sweet stories, they're sweet romances, they're not spicy, they're more of the, along the, there is kissing and that kind of stuff, and weddings to be consummated, but it all happens behind closed doors. So these are good books for, the 18 and 16 and up to read. I would think maybe some 15-year-olds. But yeah, so the series will continue. Just so you know, as far as Western historicals, this is the only series that I will be continuing right now, because I have to concentrate on finishing my Laurel Creek series and then getting my, here's Wilhelmina. There's Wilhelmina. That's the first one that kicks off the Brides for All Seasons. And so she kicks it off, and then I'll be concentrating mostly on getting this trilogy done, and then after this trilogy and a couple more brides, then I will be going back to the medieval Highlands to finish the Lions of the Hebrides. So that's what's going to be coming out in my world. That is what I'm planning right now. Things change all the time because I am a writer, and sometimes some idea sticks out in my head and I have to go there. So give me some feedback as to where you think my strong points are. I've always want to know what other people think. So if there's a specific genre or a book that you read of mine, then you think that I'm stronger in that arena, let me know. Because I know that I have some some readers that read all my books and all my genres, but I know that there must be some favorites. I get emails all the time from people saying, this is my favorite series, and it could be the Shades of Blue series, and some people will say it's the McDougall series, which is another medieval Highland series that I do have. So go to my Amazon page and look at all my books, and you'll see where my main writing takes place at. So that all being said, I'm going to get back to writing, and that's what I plan on doing this week, getting some writing done. My daughter is visiting, so I'm really excited about that. She's going to be coming here on and off, going to her in-laws live about an hour away, so they'll be kind of splitting their time between the both of us, which is fine. I'm pretty laid back about that. They're going to Waffle House right now because there's no Waffle House in New Jersey where they live, so they're all excited about going to Waffle House. And let's see, I'm gonna go get my hair colored today because I look like a calico. I have like 5 colors. I'm rocking all kinds of colors right now, but so getting my hair done, and then, oh, I forgot to tell you guys. So today, my oldest daughter's coming in from Atlanta, and my daughters are 33 and 31, and the 33-year-old lives in Atlanta, and she lives with her boyfriend. Her boyfriend is a trucker, a really nice guy. He's a workout bodybuilder guy. And then my youngest lives in New Jersey. She's 31, and her husband's in the Air Force. He's a cutie. And so anyway, my oldest is coming, so we'll be doing our mother-daughter thing, and we decided to go get a tattoo together. So we're gonna get this one. And I wrote down love in Spanish right here, which is kind of weird because it's a Celtic symbol for love and strength. So we're thinking about getting it inside our wrist right here. So we'll see. Anyway, I have an idea for another one in case they don't like it, but right now they both approved it. Ronnie, the youngest, wanted us to get some flowers, but being that we're dark-skinned, and especially color doesn't show up that well, so I'm excited to see how that's going to turn out. And then we're going to go get manicures and pedicures and what else, and then tomorrow we're doing something else. I can't remember what. We're going to go eat at a Dutch restaurant, I think. Either that or Hawaiian food. So yeah, we got some plans for this week. I'm going to be busy, and I will be on Facebook, and I will be writing, and I have the little puppy that's running around crazy who happens to be taking a nap right now, which has worked perfectly for this video. And I think I just about covered it with that. I can't think of anything else to talk about. I don't know what else you guys want to know. My current purse. My current purse is this one. And it is a Madewell. It is, I've heard about this brand, and I always wanted to go get one. But there's no Madewell near me. Well, there's one in Atlanta, and there was one in Jacksonville. And since I was down in Florida for RWA, I decided to stop at the Madewell store and get it. And it's, well, you can see how big it is. I would say about 12 by 14 maybe. And it's like simple purse, only has one pocket on the inside right here. Look at all my crap. And it fits all my stuff. I have my my traveler's notebook in here. I have my makeup bag, and I have my wallet, and I have, what is this? Checkbook and a pack of pens, and batteries, battery backup, and card holder. And lotion, a bunch of papers. Well, I really need to clean it out. But anywho, let me take the key. This is my key ring holder. Let me take all this out so you guys can get a better look at the inside. So you can see it has plenty of room, and it has these 2 straps, which really, it can go around my shoulder, but it's really kind of snug. But it's, you know, it's not uncomfortable. But I also have, it also comes with this tall, long strap here that, I forgot to put this Eiffel Tower on there. Long strap that you can either use as a crossbody if you lengthen it, or you can just use it on your shoulder, which is what I do. I don't do the crossbody because my body is a lot to cross. So yeah, this is my newest purchase. Smells like leather. It is called the Transport. It's the medium Transport. There's a small, a large Transport, and this is the medium. I don't remember how much it cost. I think it was like $160, $150. I don't know, something like that. It wasn't too much. It's pricey, but I don't think it's a lot to pay for leather, quality leather good. So yeah, so I've been really enjoying going more of the, what do you call it? Not rustic, but more of a casual look lately. I don't know why. I go through phases, and then I want to switch to really prissy, but right now I'm into the casual thing, so I'm excited about it. I've had it for about 2 weeks now, and I'm enjoying it. I haven't changed purses since I've got it, which is really, really weird for me. So let me put it over here. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I hope you guys are enjoying your day. Enjoy the rest of it, and we will talk some more soon. And hopefully next time I talk to you guys, my hair will be colored and I won't have, I think I have dark circles under my eyes, but anyway, let's not go there. I hope you guys enjoy your day. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for at least a little bit, and I hope you have a great day and happy reading. And don't forget to leave reviews if you read good books, and if you read a bad book, then just email the author and tell them what you didn't like. Love you guys. Bye.